This video is to show how the new custom SQL field feature works in Dotnet report. So when you create a new report, we have the option to create a custom field. This was there before. But when you click on it now, the layout is a little different where it shows up in its own section and it looks a lot nicer. And before we used to have the option where you could go in and select different fields and do calculations on it. So that option is still available, it's still there. We call it simple calculation, but we also have the option now to do advanced expressions. And when you select that, it gives you new options where you can choose SQL functions from a drop-down. So you can do advanced SQL functions. So for example, if you wanted to do a case statement, you can basically start typing and it would give you hints to select fields from your schema. So for example, you can do something like first name is equal to, now you can do a search here too, or you can say last name, or you can just type in a string, like you can say is equal to Andrew, then we can select last name, add that condition, or otherwise we can just simply say, okay, we'll choose employee's first name. So in this way you can create a pretty complicated SQL statement and do calculations, and then you just have to name the custom field. For example, this is case example. Okay, and then you can save it. Okay, and then you can see that it shows up as a custom field here. You can also edit it, and it will show you all the selections that you made before. You can make changes to it, or you can just cancel it. You can create another custom field. Again, we're going to choose advanced expressions, and then let's say we can do a different type of function where it doesn't have conditions, but for example, a string function. So you can choose the field. Again, you can choose something like first name. And then you can say, okay, you want to select the first three. Okay. We can save that and put the custom field name. Left example. Save. Okay. We can basically save and run this report, but I'll go ahead and add the first name and last name from the employee table also, just so we can see the data that it's manipulating also. Okay. And then now we can call it something like custom field example and save and run it. Okay, so this is pretty much exactly what we expected. The left is easy to see that it's just doing the first three letters. And for this one, where it's Andrew, it's showing Fuller. And for the others, just showing the first name, just like we wanted. If I turn the admin mode on, I can also see the SQL that it generated. So the first column is the case statement, exactly how we built it. Where the first name is Andrew, then it chooses the last name. And then, it also has the left one as the second column. These are the two we selected. And even if we didn't select it, the system would have brought it in as a parameter anyway. So, we don't have to choose the fields that we're manipulating. So this was a quick demonstration of the new custom field feature and how it would work.